Ministers spent days insisting there would be no welfare U-turn.
No, we've published the bill. That was published last week.
We will go ahead on Tuesday.
Are there plenty of people and noises off? Yes, of course. There always are.
But late last night, Number 10 caved to disgruntled backbenchers, with existing claimants now avoiding the brunt of the changes.
We've worked hard to get agreement on this. There's really strong commitment to the principles of reforming our welfare state. Those who can work should get help, and we have the biggest ever investment into employment support for sick and disabled people.
The government hoped to save £5 billion, with measures like increasing the personal independence payment threshold, which could have seen 370,000 people lose support. Now, all of those receiving PIP will remain within the current system, while new eligibility requirements take effect from November 2026 for new claimants. The Institute for Fiscal Studies estimates this will cost £1.5 billion by the end of Parliament. More than 120 Labour MPs were trying to block the bill. And despite the Prime Minister flying the white flag, some remain unconvinced.
I think the government need to withdraw the bill on Tuesday. I think they need to get round the table with disabled organisations and start redesigning a benefit system that works for everybody. Putting disabled people into poverty, even with the concessions that have been made, is not something I'm going to be able to support.
The Tories argue the measures are unfunded.
Well, we've told him that if he can meet our three conditions, that we will support him, that he has to reduce the welfare budget, that he has to make sure people get into work. At the moment, the bill doesn't do that. The U-turn makes it even worse. And they have to commit to not having more tax rises.
The PM and his team hope they've done enough to avoid a parliamentary rebellion. But whether that's the case won't become clear until Tuesday's vote.
Well, Jasmine, another forced U-turn. Is the government losing its grip on the parliamentary party, do you think?
Well, that's the big worry within the PM's team, because all of this has prompted a bit of soul-searching. As you say, there's been U-turns on the National Grooming Inquiry, on winter fuel payments and now on welfare. I think the big question that Number 10 is grappling with is whether the backbench rebellion is just a temporary hiccup, or whether MPs are now feeling emboldened to start really flexing their muscles on some of the next big parliamentary spending battles that are coming down the track, namely on child poverty and the two-child benefit cap.